Hello my friends and welcome back to the rabbit hole. I need to welcome myself back as well. Hi Alice, how you doing Alice? I just needed a few days off from the beauty community, sentiment I feel that many of us share right now. I honestly felt like it was better for me not to film because I knew if I did it was going to be lower energy and just kind of, you know, it's hard to hide when you're frustrated with something, but a couple days off, not thinking about the beauty community whatsoever, and I'm back. I've noticed that a lot of people ask me for my thoughts on new skincare releases, so I actually don't know what took me so long to realize maybe I should talk about my thoughts on new skincare releases. I think it's a bit of a mental roadblock in that I like to try things before I talk about them. But you guys have asked, there's a lot of new skincare releases lately, and I want to give you my thoughts on them. Let's start this video with a new release from Too Faced. We have, yeah, I know. Too Faced Tutti Frutti Pineapple Glow Moisturizing and Brightening Face Mask. This is $42 for 1.63 ounces and it's available at Ulta. I really thought the first time that I opened this page that we were going to do another anti-haul, much like I did for Too Faced Glow Job. And I still cringe when I say that. I can't not. How are you supposed to not cringe and say that? Yeah, I thought this was just going to be, you know, the sequel to that, right? But I clicked on it and I read the ingredients and I looked at it and I read the ingredients and I added it to my cart and I took it out of my cart and I added it to my cart and I took it out of my cart. I'm very tempted by this product and I'm really shocked by it, but let me explain why this is really tempting me right now. So this is supposed to be an exfoliating rinse off mask. Not only does it contain lactic and glycolic, it also contains fruit enzyme. But there's a couple problems with this mask that I gotta point out. One is it does contain denatured alcohol. Now that's the biggest ingredient debate of all time when it comes to skincare. I can tell you quite confidently that I've used products with that in it and have had no problems. For example, the Dr. Dennis Gross mask or peel. But then I've also used products with alcohol and things have not gone that well. So I don't know. Honestly, of greater concern to me is the fragrance. This being of the Tutti Frutti line, which is known for its scents, it's probably gonna be really scented. And I've talked about this a lot lately. Fragrance, I'd be very cautious with it, especially if you have sensitive skin, but even if you don't, you still can never know what's hidden under that word. And this might come off as really surprising because I don't talk about jar packaging all that much, but that's actually the main reason I haven't purchased this. I think that the skincare community blows jar packaging out of proportion. I think that if you're just using a basic moisturizer and there's not really all that many active ingredients in it, you probably don't have to worry about it being in a jar. It's probably just fine. You know, we have modern preservatives in all skincare. It's required to be there, by the way. So you shouldn't have bacterial growth, even if you are putting your fingers into it. When it comes to jar packaging, you need to worry only about ingredients that are sensitive to light, sensitive to air. And that's my concern with this. And along with this, it's 1.63 ounces. It's not that big, so you probably won't take too long to go through it, but I will, because I have a lot of skincare that I test. I don't want to interfere with trials that I'm doing, so I'd only use it when I would feel like it wouldn't interfere. So for me, it's risky. It's a risky purchase where I could buy something and it could lose potency on me. But again, that's specifically me. I actually kind of, you know, again, I really like what I see here. I'm just hesitant for my own personal reasons. I think if you don't already own any mask like this and you're gonna use this up pretty quickly, you're probably fine. So it's still tempting, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still sitting here like, but maybe you could just keep it in the fridge or something. Yeah, maybe I could. I like what I see here. I think there's a lot of room for improvement, yes. But this is actually a new and interesting direction for Too Faced, and I see some serious potential here. That's kind of how I felt about them lately. I think that Too Faced is really, they're really trying lately. Again, it's funny because they're not really known for their skin. I can't even say that with a straight face. Too Faced is not known for their skincare, okay? They're just not. So this is definitely a product where I really want to see the reviews start rolling in. That could, you know, push me one way or the other. Again, not for sensitive skin. I really don't think this is for sensitive skin, but a lot of you guys tell me you have tough skin. I understand, and I think that I can probably use it, so I'm curious about it. So e.l.f. has come out with a new skincare line. It is their Super line, and I actually really do like what I see here. Quite a few of you have asked me about it. I've not tried these, but I like what I see. So let's start with the moisturizer. That is $12 for 1.69 ounces. Fantastic price. And what I like so much about the ingredients list here is that e.l.f. does a good job of keeping things relatively simple. And I think that sometimes in the skincare world, we think that simple is bad, but I would actually argue simple is much better. I don't really see anything in here that would cause any irritation unless you have a dimethicone allergy. No parabens, which is worth mentioning because a lot of drugstore skincare does use parabens. It looks nice overall. I actually really love the ingredients of the Super Mask, $12 for 1.8 ounces, so it's $30 less than the one you've got, Too Faced. But this one confuses me because I love the ingredients list here. You've got a lot of good stuff going on, full of ceramides, lots of antioxidants and humectants. It really does look like it's going to be a very hydrating mask, but for whatever reason, this is a rinse-off mask. Why is this a rinse-off mask? This should be a tissue-off mask so you can keep those ingredients within your skin, you know, continuing to benefit your skin. I'm so confused by this, but I don't want to wear a mask in a way other than is recommended anymore. I've lived and learned that. If it tells you to wash it off, wash it off. Ah, what a bummer to be washing off all of those good ingredients though. So this one, I wish it was a slightly different mask from what it is, but I love what they put into it. So I have a lot of conflict with that one. They also have a cleanser and a toner. I guess the toner is not on the Ulta website right now, but the cleanser looks real nice. It's $6. My one concern here is the DMDM Heidentoin, but that's personal preference. Some people don't mind using it, and I wouldn't mind using it if I didn't use 20 skincare products in a day. But otherwise, I'm really impressed with that, and I really did like e.l.f.'s skincare line as a whole. I know I made some people mad by saying I didn't love every last product from e.l.f.'s skincare line. Y'all, let me tell you, that's real life. If somebody tells you they love every single product from a brand, they're either sponsored or they want to be sponsored. I'm just gonna tell you like it is. I think this is a good point in which to segue into KylieSkin. I know everybody's talked about this, but I do want to give my insight here because if you saw my video, I did try Kylie's skincare routine, her old skincare routine, I guess. I'll link that video. It's a bunch of her favorite products, and it went really well for me. Just being honest, I thought they were good products, and they were surprisingly cheap too. So in my head, it's a bit of an interesting leap that Kylie now has introduced her own skincare line. Well, what about all those products that you loved and called holy grails? But more importantly than that, why are these products so they're so different, Kylie. KylieSkin looks absolutely nothing like Kylie's favorite products from what I can tell. It's just really hard for me, and of course, this is all in my head, but it's hard for me to not see this as Kylie obviously has a fantastic marketing team around her. The marketing team probably saw the same things that Tim Talia saw a long time ago when we talked about how Tim Talia said skincare is probably going to be bigger than makeup. So in my head, I feel that Kylie's marketing team told her, hey, Kylie, it's great that you've sold so many of these lip products for so long. You need to have a skincare line because that's what's going to be the next big thing. And Kylie probably went, that sounds good, let's do it. Is that what famous people do? Do they just selfie all day? That's my guess. I don't want to spend a lot of time on KylieSkin because I don't like what I see, and there's a ton of other people who've made videos on this topic. I'll link them in the description if you're more interested. But yeah, it looks very uninspired to me. It looks very much like it's a skincare line that came out for the sake of coming out with a skincare line, as opposed to, I want to make good skincare. I know what it's like to, struggle to find good skincare, and I want to come out with a line that reflects that. It just feels wishy-washy. I'm sorry, that may be harsh, I know, but that's just my opinion. I looked at it and I was like, that's what we got? That's it? Let's head over to the Sephora website for some new luxury skincare or high-end skincare releases. I want to talk about this Tatcha, the Satin Skin Mist, because I shockingly think this is very exciting. I know, again, a lot of people think I didn't like Tatcha, but I was just picky with Tatcha's products because they're pricey. I think you should be picky when things are expensive. Sorry. This is $48 for 1.35 ounces of mist. It's pricey, but I actually really do like what they're doing here. So they're saying this is an oil-free liquid powder face mist. What? A liquid powder face mist. But that's kind of a really good idea, because here's the thing. I love my face mist. I absolutely love them. I have really dry skin, so the more moisture that I put on my face at any given moment, the better. But that's a skin type. Not everybody has dry skin. Some people have oily skin. And I've always felt, you know, probably adding moisture to oily skin, it could have its cons, right? So in this product, they've actually put in silk powder, which is the same ingredient that is in their extremely popular primer, as well as clay. So what this is going to do is give you moisture at the exact same time that it gives you mattification. It's actually brilliant. And you know, really it's a nice ingredients list too. They've got green tea in here, which is gonna give you antioxidants. They've got lactic in here. I'm avoiding that word because I'm so tired of being demonetized for it. I'm just so tired of it. It doesn't mean what you think it means, YouTube. It's a tricky product though, because I don't think I'll buy it because it's not for my skin type, but it's nice that now there finally is an option for oily skin. And again, the reason you'd want to use a mist is to blend together all of everything you've put on your face. After you finish your makeup, you put on your, your foundation, your powder, your blush, your bronzer, your highlight. It's really nice to mist and kind of, make those ingredients all look seamless. But I've never known what to recommend for oily skin before I saw this. There are some setting sprays on the market. CoverFX has them, which do use kaolin clay as an alternative to alcohol to dry out your skin, but I've never seen a product like this before. So good job, Tatcha. Let me know if any of you guys try it. Again, not for my skin type, but I like what I see here. We've got a new product from Kiehl's. This is the Calendula Serum-Infused Water Cream. It's $48 for 1.7 ounces, and this one I don't know how to feel about. They claim that this is a weightless water cream infused with concentrated calendula serum. Now, the reason this is so confusing to me is that serum in itself is basically a very condensed moisturizer that doesn't contain any occlusives, so that you can, absorb into your skin, and then you can put on top of it your occlusives to lock that in, right? At least that's the theory behind it. So this is not the first time I've seen a product like this, but consistently I feel a little confused by it, because that's how do you I use that meme too much, I'm sorry, but sometimes it's how I feel. I guess what I'm getting at is that it just kind of feels a bit redundant to say, because moisturizer is already serum and serum's already moisturizer. You're just making them into two distinct phases so that they can benefit your skin more. So what I would say with this is I personally will never buy a moisturizer to replace a serum. You know what it's like? I just realized this. It's kind of like those 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioners. Yeah, those don't work. Have you ever had one of those that works? I didn't think so. That's just what it feels like to me. I'm sure there are people who are going to be interested in it, and maybe it's a nice addition over your serum, although arguably you could also layer serums, bring in an ampoule. I mean, you've got options. But again, I see why there would be an appeal with this. It also doesn't have any reviews, and I've been waiting for reviews on this. I've been really waiting, but I guess maybe they thought people would go for it faster than they did. It looks fine overall. It really doesn't look all that exciting from looking at the ingredients. I'm really not sure what they're claiming the serum is, other than just calendula. So, okay, I guess you're getting some antioxidants. It does have citrus oil, so beware if you have more sensitive skin. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that product. I don't see myself buying it. I might, if I got a sample, I'd try it, but I don't see myself buying it. It just feels a little gimmicky. It just feels like it. So I want to end this video with something that is not yet available, but is according to our Bye Bye Money friend over on Instagram. Available soon. I don't yet know the name of it, but it is Farsali's new turmeric eye cream. Oh wait, maybe they're calling it Haldi Eyes, is that right? Inspired by ancient Ayurvedic medicine and beauty rituals, moisturize, glow, and prime with one cream. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on this because I'm kind of concerned. So turmeric can be a really helpful ingredient if you deal with acne. It is anti-inflammatory, is why I personally gravitate towards it. I use a lot of products that contain it, but not around my eyes. I looked this up more and it seems that apparently a lot of people have done DIY eye masks with this ingredient, and apparently some portion of people have had allergic reactions. And I don't mean to laugh, it's a little bit of a, of course that happened. Just because you hear something is good on the internet, don't believe it or try it until you've done a lot of research, please. Turmeric is potent. It's a very potent ingredient to put around your eyes, not even to mention that I do have a concern about it staining the skin. So my concern with this product, I kind of feel like this is going to be a repeat of Drunk Elephant's vitamin C eye cream, which had a lot of attention when it first released, but then a lot of people started saying that it was irritating their eye area. And that's not surprising to me because vitamin C too is potent. It can be an irritant and it can also be really great on the skin. So I genuinely fear with this product that we're gonna see some people say it's wonderful, they love what it did, it brightened their eyes, even if that's because it dyed their skin. Am I coming off negative? See, I'm sorry. I'm really trying not to. It does have caffeine in it too, which is depuffing. So, again, I see how this could be a great product, but I also fear that some amount of people are gonna have the same kind of reactions that people had with Drunk Elephant's eye cream. I guess what I'm saying with this is it really feels risky to me. Maybe it's gonna go really well for some people and maybe it's gonna be very irritating for others. I personally would never come out with the turmeric eye cream. Just sounds like a bad idea, but I guess we'll see when the reviews start coming out. I won't buy it because I don't like buying or recommending things that are too risky. All right, guys, so that's all I've got for today. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to keep doing this style of video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.